Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Wednesday night, and you know what that means.
Gets away from Hayward.
And right in the sternum of frankiekazarian.
About my best friend, he's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end.
You're listening to Pigz Radio, broadcasting live from a secret location in Compton, California. The talk show that makes psychiatrists see other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists.
Woo! Other psychiatrists. It's Sunday. You are now tuned in to the longest reigning podcast out of the most gangsterous cities in the world. Out of beautiful Compton, California, it's Pigz Radio Live. Evil Noriega right across from me. His old ass likes to make barbecue. You can follow him across the internet world at Woodshack BBQ. But you're cooking, but not cooking. Check. I don't know. You do weird shit. I don't know.
You know what you do that's weird is that you don't fucking unmute me. Why don't you unmute me?
Because you're a sound guy and you have your own iPad. Why would I have to unmute you?
I have it charging because the battery's kind of low, man.
Oh, my bad.
Sound check killed my fucking iPad. That's how badass these guys are. They killed my iPad, man.
There you go.
That's right.
No mercy.
No mercy.
No mercy on my fucking iPad, apparently.
Tonight's going to be fun. I can already... There's a lot of big dick energy in here. I'm telling you,
energy.
I feel the girthiness everywhere. It's gonna be.
What happened to that big dick that was on the table before?
Mario sat on it. That's Mario's stool. That's where he sits.
He had the lucha mask.
He did. We don't know his identity, but that's Big Blue. That's our mascot.
That's right.
But talking about the other big dicks in this fucking room.
That's right.
There's only one way to continue this fucking crazy roller coaster that is wrestling, and with that. I mean, we stumbled, we became friends. I got these guys on a fucking sick one.
Very sick.
I want to welcome to Pigz Radio on this Pigsy fucking Sunday. Right. These guys are pretty fucking pigs. We got gutter candy up in this motherfucker. What's up, guys?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Gutter candy.
Shocker, baby.
I saw you guys live last Wednesday or maybe 2 Wednesdays ago at the Whiskey A Go Go. What a fun show! So many fucking fans there singing along. It was great shit, man. Thank you guys for obviously. I don't know if you guys are on tour, just hanging out. I know Frankiekazarian is part of the band, and I know that dude. He's on tour, and there's so many things to kind of talk about. But before anything else, we like to. Have a little icebreaker.
Jump into things.
Where we call it squeal for us, Piggy. We're gonna start right here. We're gonna get your name, what you do in the band, and then either your best pig squeal or a pig's call.
My name is Eddie, and I'm the roadie.
What's up, Eddie?
My name is Jersey Dagger, and I'm the lead fucking singer.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Is that a squeal? No, that's like
nice nipples.
No,
that's more like a howl.
Nice nipples.
Where's your pig squeal?
Somebody's got to like coach me on the pig squeal.
Just come on, do a pig squeal. We all got to do it.
No.
That was a horse. Sounded like a wounded pheasant. That didn't sound like a pig.
A wounded pheasant.
A balding ferret.
Yeah.
A balding,
I mean, we'll take that. Your balding ferret pig's call.
Let me listen around the table.
He's trying to save his voice.
We might come back to you.
He's got to perform later.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Welcome to Pigz. All right, who's the next pig right next to you? Yeah.
Hi.
Who's this pig?
I'm Frankiekazarian. I like long stem roses and walks on the beach. And I play bass guitar.
Welcome, Frankie.
And here's my pig squeal. Oink, oink. That's actually just a very effeminate pig that is trying to get attention.
There you go. I can see.
Just kind of what I am. Kind of sums up my life.
I mean, it wasn't the worst pig squeal that we've had here, but you know what? It'll work. It'll work.
I'm from the deserts of Southern California. I wasn't around a lot of pigs growing up.
Oh, bullshit. I've seen the women up there.
Hey, points. You should get points for that one.
I didn't know that oinks qualified.
Well, we did have a lot of viewers that were female that were listening, but you just alienated them. Thanks a lot. Good time to introduce our drummer, Balls.
There we go, Balls.
I'm Balls. I play drums, and here's my best pig. Rick.
Oh,
yeah, that's pretty good. It's like Lord of the Flies.
That's a little too good.
It sounds like my name, Rick.
That was a lot of balls that were put into that. I love it.
Big balls energy.
That big balls energy. Go alongs with that big dick for sure.
That's no doubt.
There we go.
Big Blue.
Big Blue. All right, who's this pig right next to you?
I'm Jakey Solo. I'm the guitarist for Gutter Candy. Come from the desert waste, out in the dust. And Let me think about my oinky, oink, oink. Oink, oink. Yeah. Oink, oink.
That's it.
Very, very poetic. Very, very
Understated. That was better than me.
Now that everyone went around the table, do you want to try that again?
Oink.
Listen, it is better. It is better.
Maybe the worst collective pig squeals in the history of this show.
Yeah.
We're already setting records, guys.
I mean,
Not
We've
known
been on
for
the
my
air
pig
30
squealing.
seconds, and we did the shittiest pig squeals
it's
ever.
all right. You know what? At least we got pig squeals, and we
I thought I did a
got 'em
good
great.
one.
No, hell yeah, fucking.
You did a good one.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
you held
made
it down
up-
for the
Balls
team.
made up for the rest of the band.
His
so
was
we'll-
actually a squeal.
There we go.
Yeah.
That
Hey,
you
there's
get
some-
points for the fucking band. Yeah. We want to thank everyone for joining Pigs on this Sunday. Let's see. There's chats already come in. Les Vampire Mermaid, we see you out there.
Is this live?
This is live right now. Yes,
no,
it
this
is.
This is dead. We're all dead.
Moz
Stevie
Garage.
Freshness.
What's
Stevie
up?
Fresh. Kaz is having a great night, right?
I am having a great night. I'm in Compton,
Compton.
with the Pigz brothers, the Gutter
What's
Candy
up?
brothers.
That's it?
It doesn't get any better than this, man.
Oh, man.
You guys, honestly, we should have been filming this shit for the last hour. That was the real. That
was the real funny
show, You know what I'm
stuff.
saying?
Oh, no, it's about to get fucking great right now because now you're all warmed up. You're all
Yeah, you're
loosened
looped
up.
up.
We
You
had
guys
some
ate
drinks.
tacos? You guys
We
had
had some fucking street meat. We had a great sound check.
I
We're all
didn't-
great.
I don't know about that street meat.
Street meat. I mean,
Street
you know,
meat.
street meat.
It was a little girthy.
A little girthy. Gutter Candy. Tell me a little bit for those who don't know. If you don't know, we're about to learn right now. How long has Gutter Candy been a fucking thing?
Well, Gutter Candy's been a thing in my mind since like 1993.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
When I was cruising the Sunset Strip, trying to get a record deal. I had no band, I had a couple songs. I went into Capitol Records off Hollywood Boulevard. You know, that's a really bizarre place. You ever been in there back in the day?
Inside, no, I've been around it, of course.
Yeah,
you know,
so
you
it's
see
like a
it. It's
circular
still there.
building,
Yeah,
so
it
you
looks
actually-
like a stack of records.
I think it's on Franklin.
You walk in and there's just a receptionist. It's circular and a bunch of elevators going up. So I was like,
Right.
hey, I'm here to see John and A&R. I've got some cool songs, you know.
Right.
And
Where'd you get the name John from? I mean, you already.
I figured there's got to be somebody named
Oh,
John.
all right,
or
you're
A&R,
fishing.
right?
So you're
I was
catfishing it back in the
catfishing
day,
Capitol
right?
Records. And they escorted me out, the security guard. And then fast forward to about 2014, I actually finally put a band together because I'm not very ambitious.
Took you a while. Took you about
And we've had multiple.
like 21 years.
21 years. Had a couple more songs, 3 more by that time.
Oh.
And I got a couple of. Balls was an original member.
Yeah, that's me.
We've gone through a whole battery of different people since we recorded our first EP in 2015. It's less like a band and more like a franchise sports team. How many different people were in this fucking thing? But we finally fell into this lineup. Coming out of the pandemic, we lost 2 guitar players. So one of them's Sean Smash. He's with Total Chaos.
Shout out to Sean Smash.
Yeah,
Chaos guitars,
legendary
yeah.
punk rock
Sean.
band.
Yep, my
He
brother.
kind of stepped out too much touring responsibilities with Total Chaos. Our other main lead guitar player, Licks Candy, is unfortunately, not to be a downer on this podcast, but suffering from cancer. So he's
Bummer.
Big shout out to Licks, man.
Shout out to
he's
Licks.
a
man.
brother.
Love you, man.
Licks,
Got a
man.
candy brother for life, man. Yep.
Fuck cancer, right?
Yeah,
Fuck
that.
cancer. Amen.
So he's been on the shelf, so to speak, battling that, and we were able to pick up Jakey Solo as a new addition to
That's
Gutter
you.
Candy.
Yeah.
That's me.
Matter of fact, the whiskey gig was the first gig
With you.
with this
me.
with this incarnation of
Nation.
Gutter
Oh, wow,
Candy.
really?
Yeah.
Line up?
First
Right on.
gig, right? Yep, first one. His first gig in the band is at the whiskey.
So Mario, I'm sorry, but you were there at the show.
Yes, sir, I was there.
So could you tell? I mean, that this gentleman was just added to the band, or
No,
I mean,
not at all. The energy that was up there, I could tell that everyone had at least touched tips before the show happened,
docked
and
up,
they were
docked up,
synchronized, and I felt like, fuck, there was big dick energy then.
Power of the tip,
I mean,
baby.
there was. It was great, man. Everyone was there for a good time, and everyone shared that fucking energy across the fucking room. So the whole room was fucking electrified. It threw back to the fucking.
I saw
band.
some of the video. Yeah, it looked like a great fucking crowd. A great show.
it was
Obviously.
cool, man. It was the place was packed. First of all, you know, as a pessimist, I'm always concerned. Is this thing going to sell?
Especially nowadays, right?
Well, it was full.
Oh yeah, and you know when I got out there and looked down when the opening acts were on, and the place just was slammed already when the first band was out there. And I was like, wow, this is cool. And, you know, talking to Jeff Hardy, who also played on that bill, who headlined it, he had the same concerns. You know, he's just like, yeah, I don't know if anyone's going to show up, man. And I went down there, and I'm like, dude, there's people here.
Yeah.
Jericho got up with us?
Yeah, Jericho got up and sang Breaking the Law with us, which was a cool moment for everybody. And yeah, it was just, dude, it was just a fun night. I think hands down, I can say the best whiskey gig we've played because we played there a couple of times.
Far and away.
Yeah, and the sound was great. The crowd was great. Just a good night at the office, you know.
No, for sure, man. I mean, you felt that energy out in the crowd.
And thank God Jericho jumped up there, because I'm only usually good for about 3 songs, and I'm blown up.
You're done.
Please, somebody come up here and save me.
He's a pro. Jericho's a pro. He could see when a man was dying
totally
on
serious.
stage. Yeah, he's... Yeah,
totally serious.
That was a cool surprise. I mean, I went down there not even thinking about like, oh, there's gonna be AEW people. I just like the bands are performing. Gonna go see Jeff. Gonna go see Gutter Candy. Yeah. And even before then, I think we had already started like a conversation, and it took us a minute to kind of get everything lined up. But it just started kind of finally happening. Like, fuck yeah, we're gonna see them like live. Got some footage of it. They actually brought some more footage of that night, which Chris Jericho. We'll play that in a little bit. We had the whole entire song with actual camera from the actual whiskey.
Exclusive footage.
Woo!
Damn.
Did I just hear?
See it here first.
Exclusive.
Does TMC have it? No.
Absolutely not.
Big exclusive.
I'll text Jericho to make sure he doesn't sue us for using his likeness. Yeah.
He has his name on everything, man.
I know, yeah.
Has his name on everything. So, watch out, man. Watch out with them fucking rights. Yeah. But it was great, man. I mean, performances were fucking phenomenal, from top to bottom. Even like the beginning band, like super new band, you could tell, and they went through some little trials and tribulations right there. But like fucking rock stars, man, you don't stop the show. You keep going. You figure shit out, and they were able to fucking cross the finish line at their fucking pace, and they made shit happen.
Well, what happened?
So they were that band. They were all like high school kids.
Yeah, man, they were youngsters.
Like a
they were youngsters.
rock thing.
80 beats per minute.
Yeah. And
that's what they're called?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they were, I want to say, somebody told me that was their first actual gig.
Right there. From,
Wow.
They're from New Jersey, I think.
For your first gig to be at the Whiskey?
With Gutter Candy?
I can't imagine. with
They're
Gutter
be
Candy,
in therapy for years.
I can't imagine the pressure they were under, you know? Like, that's something. Like, my first gig was at a shitty bar, you know? Which most people's is, but that's... They did great. I thought they did great. Yeah,
they did.
And then We Are Wasted, who also they were great. They're a bunch of good dudes.
They're going to do the tour or the cruise with us, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going to be on the Jericho cruise with us. Yes, next February.
We do have those guys coming down to Pigz. I forget the date, so make sure you guys follow Pigz to get all your Pigz updates. But yeah, We Are Wasted will be here shortly. I think next month or this month.
They might drink more than Gutter Candy has. Too.
Well, they're going to have to live up to the band name, right?
Yeah, they kept asking for fucking, like, if you guys want to buy me beers, like, you guys can keep buying me beers. So we'll have beers for We Are Wasted, and it'll be a good time. But no, so wow, okay, so first time ever with that lineup. I mean, you tell me. Obviously, he's still here today, so I'm assuming he passed the test, and you guys are still rocking and rolling, right?
Yeah, more than passed the test. Every colors. This version of Gutter Candy, no disrespect to any version, I think this sounds the tightest, the best. We're a well-oiled machine at this point. We've worked really hard to get here, you know, and we got a lot more in the holster. We got a lot more we're going to unleash. You know, we got originals we're going to unleash. We got it's all kind of gearing up to the Jericho cruise.
Got it.
Because, you know, that's when we're really going to showcase what we can do because we got 3 different sets. And, you know, we'll be playing in the meantime and in between time before that. But, you know, this is all kind of leading towards that, and that's going to be a real jumping off point for the band.
Right.
Not jumping off the boat.
Yeah, right.
Jumping
Don't jump off the boat. Fuck, man! If you haven't bought your tickets yet, I know they're still on sale. You guys can go jump on the whatever cruise line. Forget already. But it's a nice fucking cruise line, like an actual nice one. You go to the Bahamas. They're
like
taking
Princess
you to
Caribbean or something like that.
It's Norwegian. I think it's
Norwegian.
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 I think it's the Norwegian Jade was the last one we did. I believe.
I've been on 2 of those. Guys fucking rocked it every single fucking time. Chris Jericho rocks it every single time. You get to see all your favorite AEW wrestlers, and there's all kinds of shit.
You kill the buffets there, don't you?
Oh, dude, the buffets are fucking legit.
Right.
It's all inclusive, man.
All inclusive, baby.
Food's good.
Yeah.
So let me ask. So then you guys I guess you guys kind of started the band, or you started the band, but then he joined, and then
check this out.
You came in later.
I started the band, and Balls was originally our drummer. But I don't know if we fired you or you quit, or if it was like a mutual thing.
I think it was mutual.
I think it was mutual. I think you quit.
I think it was mutually I was fired.
You insisted that I shave my armpits, and I wasn't going to do it. You know, it's just, you got to draw the line somewhere.
That's so offensive.
Well, we've all grown like that hair.
Yeah.
So, but then he came back because he's here.
I'm back.
Give it. I would assume that's what happened, that he came back.
And then, what were you talking about in the band lineup? Yes, I'm the original guy.
Yeah. Where's the story?
Well, you got Jakey, but I'm
so
not
the tie-in with Jakey is that Frankie and Jakey had a band previous to Gutter Candy.
Okay, that's what I was trying to get
called Beck's Temper.
Yeah,
Frank, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so we had a band. We're all from the. Oh Jesus! That's, for those wondering, that's our drummer Balls playing with not his balls, but with the cowbells. Yeah.
Bells.
So we.
Well, it could be my balls.
Calling all women.
So when Gutter Candy was running hot and heavy in the high desert with a different lineup, my band at the time was called Vex Temper, and Jakey Solo was the lead guitarist in that band, and we were doing gigs around the same areas. One of those gigs, we happened to play a show with Gutter Candy. And this was up at this place called Landers. There's a whole backstory to that gig too. Maybe we'll get into it, which involves some roofies and me and everybody in our band getting completely wasted.
Sounds like a good time.
Disappeared for a night.
Anyways, that's when we kind of befriended the Gutter Candy guys, and kind of exchanged pleasantries and got to know each other and. And then Sean, Jersey. I don't know who Sean is. I think Sean's that guy. Jersey hit me up and he's like, "Hey, we got this gig. You guys want to open for us?" And we started doing some shows together and we kind of became friendly. Got to know these guys. At some point, the Gutter Candy bass player had to take a leave of absence. I don't know what happened.
DD Guns.
DD Guns. Shout out to DD Guns.
He had to go.
He had to go.
Leave of absence.
So they asked me to fill in. I did, and I refused to leave. That's why I'm still here. Nice. So it's squatters' rights. So I'm not giving up my position for anything. And I joined the band, and that was spring of 2017.
Oh wow!
So I'm here for the long haul, whether you like it or not. Okay, so
we won't fire you, okay. Or you can't mutually quit.
You can't fire someone.
Why is he so different than me? How come it matters so much to him?
And like I said, we had another drummer, and he went away, and thank God, the OG drummer came back because
good job, Balls.
Yeah, Balls is literally and figuratively the heartbeat of the band, and the newest addition, my friend Jakey Solo. If you want to the wrestling fans listening, because I know there is a tie-in here with professional wrestling.
Ooh.
The SCU theme song was written and recorded by myself and Jakey Solo. We did all the I did the bass guitars. I wrote the lyrics. Jake played drums and Jake played guitar.
Yep.
And Scorpio Sky and Christopher Daniels actually came up to Jake's studio up in the high desert. We all recorded it. Caught it one day, a couple hours, some beers and some pizzas. And that song got some real good recognition. Pretty proud of that. And that was kind of his tie-in to eventually becoming a Gutter Candy. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And so when the void, there was a void in the guitar area in the Gutter Candy, he was the first guy on my list. Yeah. And so it's working out great right now, man. And we're ready to forge forward, man. That was very long-winded, and I talked about absolutely nothing. My apologies.
You know what?
You tied it all together really well.
I was on the the emotional roller coaster where the changing of the fucking hands, and then what it was beforehand, the fucking the collab, the brotherhood, and fuck, yes, I'm your bass player. Fuck you. I'm not leaving ever. I got my boy to back us up, and now look, super fucking group right now.
That's it, man.
With the group has writing and doing music now changed. Now that you have new personalities, now you have people who can fucking shred.
You
got balls,
heavier and darker.
Oh, see,
yes,
you got a lot of big balls on this side of the fucking table, and then you got obviously fucking Frankie that comes from a different background with a different kind of it being now with everyone merging. Is that kind of changing the flow? Is it still kind of your direction of what you? think?
It's definitely changing the direction. Like Jakey said, his guitar playing is much more. He said dark, but it's more metal. Just chug.
So it's got more a heavier vibe than what you
heavier
were doing
vibe.
previous?
And coming out of the pandemic, I went from kind of writing these sophomoric party anthems to getting kind of dark, man, because things were dark for the last couple of years.
Well, you figure the last
Still dark.
for
Global
the last
pandemic, hyperinflation, communism.
all the bullshit.
Stuff. A lot of bad stuff.
So this new album, we've actually been in the studio previous to the Whiskey Show with Jakey and this current lineup, doing basic tracks for that. And some of the songs we're going to play here after this interview are going to be part of that new album.
Oh, wow.
The first official full-length Gutter Candy album, if you can believe that.
Yeah.
After 40 years.
Well, you know what's cool, too, is the Whiskey gig. That particular gig, we played more original material than any gig previously. And a lot of those songs were played live for the first time. I mean, 4 of them?
Yeah.
I mean, which is really cool. Like, just coming out the gate, like with new, like Jersey said, all this like post-pandemic material. Like we got together, I remember, got 6 months in, and we both had some material, and it was all pretty dark stuff. We got a song based on it called Super Spreader, which we're gonna play later, which is really cool.
You had the rad bass line that he came with like a year ago, and it was rad. What else could you say? But we're still kind of fun. Right.
So for
no, we're still, dude.
Fun.
Yeah, we're fun, and I will say this: we're fun as a live act. I mean, I'll put our live act up there against anyone. We're one of those bands. We're playing bars, we're playing small clubs, and we're not one of those bands that you just walk in and there's dudes up there in jeans and shirts playing, Eagle songs. We're an act. We're an act. We're a show. We're a performance. We let people. We're fun.
Right.
We get people shaking their ass on the dance floor. We got moms on the dance floor dancing to NXS tunes
that
and this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
That's what I'm saying. We're all about fun, dude. We're a party band. We like to have a good time, and that's, dude, if we're not here for that, why are we here?
So all your moms, make sure you come and see us.
Yeah, because the last,
that,
previous to the pandemic, we were predominantly playing like small clubs and bars where you have to have cover material. You have to do 3 hour-and-a-half sets, and
you have to fill in the spaces.
You got to fill in the space. So we learned a lot of cover material, like 80s Sunset Strip metal, hard rock, 90s grunge, classic punk, and then we throw in some covers. We sneak them in, like all bands do, stealthily. Sneak the cover in.
Trojan cover.
So
no, I'm sorry, you were going to say?
Yeah, so we're excited to get away from, not that we don't like the cover songs, but we're excited to like display our wares and our actual original material, and kind of put that out there more.
Well, that's the beauty of the band, isn't it? I mean, you have the ability to do these covers, but then you obviously have your own body of work that you want to show to the people, and sometimes you need that filler. You know what I mean? Especially if you're doing like 3 hours, you got to fill in like these multiple sets at one event. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and you learn a lot from doing covers.
Yeah, and you could be the best band in the world, but if you're playing at a club, people like comfort food. They like to hear the songs that they grew up listening to, the songs that were on the rock radio. They could be hearing the greatest songs in the world, but to them, it's just songs they've heard for the first time.
Right.
But when you play,
they don't have that emotional attachment to
your exactly
originals.
that.
Yeah.
When you play Every Rose Has Its Thorn, or when you play Never Tear Us Apart, or when you play Rebel Yell, like those are songs that these people have connected with. And they're ready to get out there and dance just because they know them,
right?
And then by knowing the songs, they know the guys performing, and you just make a bond, and that's how it works,
right on.
And then, like you said, you sprinkle in your original songs. And what's funny is what I've noticed in the time I've been in the band, which has been 5 years now. Every time we play a gig, a lot of people will come up and say, "Hey, you guys are great. I really like your original songs," which to me is the ultimate compliment because we're here to perform, and we're going to draw you in with those cover songs. But ultimately, the goal for us as creative people and songwriters and singers and performers, we're trying to get our original material
to show your
out there.
craft, your actual craft.
Well, I'd like to add to that we don't really learn songs; we just play them.
That's accurate. That's accurate.
You stole that from me.
No, I gave that to you.
I was going to say for that show, it was my first time checking you guys out. There was a lot of energy up there for sure, and I did notice a lot of covers. I did want it more Gutter Candy.
Cool.
Like originals that night.
Cool,
I was expecting that. I was a little surprised with like a lot more covers. Like, okay, but I understand exactly what you guys are talking about. Like, this is what it was a feel good. It was a party. It was, I totally get what you're saying.
Well, let's dish some dirt about the Whiskey Show because we actually got cut short our set.
Oh, what?
So we had like
What were you guys scheduled for? The time?
So
we're
I
supposed
think
to go an hour.
Yeah, I think. So the bands before us both got a half an hour. I don't mean to cut you off, Jersey, but I think what happened is they thought we had that same allotted time, and we didn't. We were supposed to have an hour, and whatever the time was we performed for was definitely not an hour. We had 5, 6 more songs to go.
We definitely had 3 more original songs ready to roll out. So if we would have known that, we wouldn't have gone so cover heavy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Got it. Oh, man.
Yeah, we were all kind of like, when you're up there and they say last song, it's like, you kind of,
Fuck. what it
okay,
is, yeah.
let's do it. But we're like, damn it. Like I don't know how you guys felt, but it felt like we were just getting in our rhythm. You know? Like it felt like we were just ready to roll.
And it's scary when some dude's talking to you through the monitor, last song.
Oh, yeah.
Like am I going to fall through the stage?
It's God.
Somebody's going to come out with like a cane and pull you
cane
off.
gonna pull me off.
No, but going back to what you guys were saying as far as, your songs being now darker and stuff like that. But I mean, and I got to appreciate the fact that even though that's kind of the way, I guess, your songwriting is going, you still understand that there's a crowd that you have to entertain. So, I mean, with that, it's like, it's great that you guys are actually keeping that in mind instead of like dragging everybody down, I guess you could say. That you guys still know you have to entertain,
man.
you know what I mean?
It's up tempo. I mean, the music.
Right.
I'll still dance around like it's a Whitney Houston song.
Right,
but lyrically, it's got a little off the edge.
The music, because I heard a few of your songs, and none of them really came off as being like a, like this emotional kind of sad kind of thing. You know?
It's
It's
not
like,
too emo.
lyrically, though. Obviously, that's kind of where you guys go with it.
Hey, emo's making a comeback right now. Everything's making a comeback.
Let's go. I'm going to go ahead and the Dungeon Podcast asked us a question. I figure
what's up, D?
This is a good time. Dungeon Podcast.
Oh, this is D from the West, from New Jersey.
D from New Jersey. What's going on?
East Coast.
I've been
How
playing.
long have you guys been playing your instruments? That's a good question.
Well, I've been with mine ever since I found it.
I don't think he means your penis, not your penis.
Your instrument, yeah.
Skin flute.
If we could answer this as adults and grown men,
Right.
which I know that's
Probably
asking
not.
a lot
Probably
of this
not.
group, yeah, and not just playing a game of tickle butt here. So I got my first bass guitar when I was 18 years old from my grandfather. He was a musician, and I had expressed interest and wanted to play bass guitar, and he had a 1966 Fender Mustang bass guitar that he gave me.
Oh, wow.
And he gave that to me, and I learned it, taught myself, which is obvious by my playing. But he and that set me on my path, which was really cool, and I still have that bass guitar to this day. So I've been playing bass guitar since before I was wrestling, but obviously wrestling kind of took precedence, and that became my career. But I've been playing for a long time because that was my other passion other than pro wrestling.
I will tell you that's pretty cool, though. I mean, just really quick, it's most bass players are usually a guitarist that, just decided that they were just going to play bass because it's easier to find that gig.
Yeah, it's weird.
So in your case, you actually were a bassist.
I was always drawn to
okay.
bass, dude. I was always drawn to
Right
bass
on.
guitars. The sound of bass. Certain bass players.
Right.
I'm a big Metallica fan, so I was always a fan of Cliff Burton's
Burton,
sound
yeah.
and Jason Newsted's and even Rob's.
sure.
And even one of my favorite bass players growing up was a guy named Stu Cook, who's the bass player for Creedence
Clearwater,
CCR.
yeah.
For whatever reason, I was always drawn to the bass and their music, and that's a lot of the early stuff I learned was CCR
Right
stuff.
on.
So yeah, it was always just for whatever reason I was always in tune with what the sound of the bass was coming out. So
Jersey,
how about you?
When'd you discover your vocal voice? I guess
Well, I've been singing for 25 years, but only really good for the last 5. But
practice makes perfect.
Yeah, you keep at it. But I'm actually a multi-instrumentalist, so I can actually play
right
it.
on.
So as a songwriter, I play guitar, piano. I can play the bass. I can play.
I'm actually the second bass
trumpet.
player in Gutter Candy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's better than me.
Yeah.
No, this guy plays it all. He's great. Yeah.
So and I've been doing that since I was in high school. So
That's a
I
long.
won't say when that was.
All 7 years.
1968.
He was in high school for 7 years.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, all 10 years of high school.
Balls. How about you, man?
Well, I haven't been playing that long, but what I did is I sent away and got this Learn to Play Drums CD by Kenny Loggins. And I got that about 6 months ago, and I think I've come a long way since then.
Well, I mean, you're in a band now, so yeah. I mean,
Did Kenny
boxes are being
Loggins-
checked.
Did he
That's it.
play drums?
Huh?
Did Kenny Loggins play drums?
Well, he did a CD. Maybe I could have been better if I'd have got somebody else's CD.
Yeah, somebody actually played drums.
Right.
Probably been better.
Sorry, folks. I promised real answers.
Honestly, his name is Balls. You know what I mean? What do you expect?
I'm
you know?
curious though, because you played in a kind of a high-profile band, hard rock band from the '70s, right?
Yeah, the Gods.
He was the
You know,
drummer of the
there
Gods.
Yeah.
From Columbus, Ohio.
And you actually tried out for Vince Neil's first band, right?
I absolutely did.
What were they called?
Rock Andy.
Rock Andy.
And
Did you didn't get the gig?
Well, I kind of left after the first song because I didn't think he could sing for shit.
You couldn't be fucking Pamela Anderson. You know what I mean? What the hell?
Yeah, but then do you really want to fuck Pamela Anderson?
Yes.
Kind of.
What kind of answer is that? It's like, yes.
What do you think, Frankie?
I mean,
He's kind of cute.
Pamela Anderson
Wait.
or
Or me.
Vince
I mean,
Neil.
I'm old enough to kind of remember the name of the gods. So I mean, I'm gonna have to YouTube it later on. But
So you
yeah, that's
toured with
awesome.
like it was all that like
Angel
that
and Hetties.
Angel, Kiss.
Oh, Angel,
and-
yeah, for sure. Kiss for sure.
Kiss and-
obviously, yeah.
All kinds of people. Got Outlaws. A lot of shit in the South.
Right on.
It was a great time, man. It was a great time.
Jakey Solo.
Yeah, I'm a great YouTube guitar player. Where I learn all my shit. In the last 2 weeks, I've gotten really good.
yeah.
That's how I became a plumber.
Did you
Yeah,
get the kid?
we found him on the side of the road. He's a mechanic, and
Yeah.
it happens that he shreds a guitar too.
He's actually a war hero.
Yeah.
That's why. He's a flight guy.
Oh, really? Like for real? Or you're just
Like
wearing the
Maverick,
jumpsuit? Or
Top
are you really
Gun.
for real?
Man,
He's a Top Gun of
I'm
guitar
a Top
players.
Gun guitar player, man.
Yeah. What's up?
Maverick.
And-
Just so long as you're not
Yeah.
Goose, you know what I mean?
yeah,
You wouldn't
no,
be here with us.
I wouldn't be here if I was Goose.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Well, you might be.
But when did you
No.
first?
Yeah, you're.
I'm curious. When did you first start playing? Like, in high
Actually,
school?
yeah, I've actually got my first guitar when I was like 10 years old. You know, so I got this knockoff of a Gibson. You know, it was
a Les Paul.
No, it was an
Ibanez.
acoustic. No, an acoustic,
acoustic.
a Dove. It was supposed to be a Dove.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
But it was, it was somebody did a copy of it, But that was my first guitar, and I didn't really pick up until like high school as I really started getting into it.
You're trying to get laid.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it
Still is.
It's still. Yeah, the guitar playing things. It's going pretty good now. I got into the Stones real big when I was in high school, and then Keith Richards is a big thing for me. It's loved his rhythm playing, and then of course Guns N' Roses came along, and you're like, oh fucking hell!
Kind of open your eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, and there was Metallica, and then I got real big into grunge. It's Soundgarden hit. And I was like, motherfucker, that's where I need to be right there.
It's funny before the band Vex Temper became a thing, when we were kind of looking for a lead singer, we were kind of like a weird, like Foo Fighters / Soundgarden, like / Smashing Pumpkins cover band. Like we just did a bunch of weird,
So like a 90s alt rock kind of thing, right?
Yeah, when we were kind of in the search for a lead singer before we really got rolling and got a new guitar player. Yeah.
Wow.
You mentioned the Stones.
Yeah.
And in high school, right?
You got stoned?
I've been stoned since high school.
Yeah. That's actually true. That's actually a scientific fact.
Thank you very much.
But,
Thank you.
were you rolling?
No, I usually did a bong.
There you go.
Where's the?
I know we should have fucking. All we have is explosions.
Boom.
We're
we got, Mario?
We're gonna take a quick break. We have footage directly live, and this once again a exclusive. Straight from the whiskey, from their camera systems, and
They got a great system. I mean, the obviously it could be like a higher resolution, but listen,
I mean, look,
it's
man.
good angles. They got good angles.
Look,
That's all I could afford.
most of these places don't give a fuck
Super
about
SD.
anything, and we barely get decent enough sound dudes, and we take wins where we can get them. And I will say that at least there was multiple camera angles being displayed and multiple camera angles that got recorded. Fuck yeah, points for that.
Yeah.
Fuck you guys for cutting the set short, because I could have got 3 to 4 more originals and shit.
Oh, you had to use a house kit?
Yeah.
Damn,
We were talking about that.
Apex there. Come on, man. That's probably better.
Story behind that too.
Yeah. I will say though, for those who went out to the show and listening tonight, or just Gutter Candy fans in general, tonight the big dick energy is gonna translate.
They're gonna
Audially.
put their dicks on the table and say, "What's up?"
They're gonna put their dicks in your ears, and it's just gonna be filled with just
Come.
yeah, just Jesus. They're gonna come in your ears.
We'd like you to come with us on this journey.
I'd like to apologize to my reverend who's listening. Sorry, man.
It's Sunday. Aren't you supposed to be in church?
Oh, fuck.
The church pigs.
That was this morning.
I am in church. These are my you all are my people. You're my congregation.
We're the
this,
pigs.
this is where I want to be. This is my church.
There we go. And once again, a quick treat is that Jericho jumps on the track with you on this one, right?
He does. Midway through Breaking the Law by Judas Priest.
There we go.
Special guest, Chris Jericho.
Gutter Candy.
Hey, Chris, you busy the rest of the night? Yeah, I'm kind of tired. I think you just lost your job. Kind of tired, man.
In case you guys don't know, we're chicks, and we love listening to Pigz Radio.
Hello? Mr. Statham? Yes, this is him. I know we talked about getting you on Pigz Radio, but there's a little surprise you're on now. So if you don't mind saying hi to Mario and the best Jason Statham, can you just say, hey, babies, listen to Pigz Radio and Mario 81.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Listen, babies. Listen to Pigz Radio, Mario 81.
Let me tell you about my best friend. He's a warm-hearted person who loved me till the end.
You're listening to Pigz Radio, broadcasting live from a secret location in Compton, California. The talk show that makes psychiatrists see other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists, other psychiatrists.
Other psychiatrists. Pigz Radio, episode 436.
436.
Wedding cake weed.
We are in the gutter with gutter candy.
You are not wrong.
We've been dragged into the gutter by a gutter candy.
You know,
That's what we do.
When I started this podcast many years ago, I didn't know where the fuck this shit was gonna lead me. But I could say this has been aside from that, because this is the fucking Pigz compound, Pigz Studios in the heart of fucking Compton. We make it fucking beat here with the what we do, and with the amount of fucking talent that we come through these walls, on our floors, and everything else in between. Tonight is going to be awesome. I mean, if you thought that performance was fucking something else, I was there, I witnessed it, but I can tell you, this live performance that we're going to have, I mean, Balls is going to fucking let that shit drop hard.
You're going to drop his
balls.
Boom, baby.
Boom. Gonna let it all
I want to give a shout out to one of my boys listening, my boy Dr. Mike in Anacortes, Washington.
Ooh.
Dr. Mike, he's an ER doctor.
Mike.
He's my buddy. He's my cigar smoking buddy, my whiskey drinking buddy, my brother. And he's listening and watching. So I want to give a shout out to my boy Dr. Mike.
Has he ever done like emergency surgery on the spot with
I'm sure he actually. Funny story. He went to him and his lovely wife and family went to one of my shows in Las Vegas a couple years ago, and I was wrestling a tag team called the Briscoe Brothers, who's one of the best tag teams in the world. And one of them threw a chair at my face, and I ducked, and the chair hit me on the top of the head.
Oh shit!
Split me open. And needless to say, there wasn't really a medical staff on site that night. Yeah. So after the match, we went back to my room, and he looked at it because he is a medical doctor, very good one at that. And he's like, "Dude, you can't get stitches, so we need to glue this together." So him and I went to a Walgreens and looked for medical grade super glue. We couldn't find any, and found crazy glue. And he goes, "Well, that will work if you're okay." And I said, "Fuck it, yes, I'm okay." Got some crazy glue, went back to the room. Our children were watching as his wife held my head together and he glued my head together. And I, shit you not, did not leave a scar.
Nice.
Just precision.
Tight.
Right on the spot. Glued my head together. Perfect.
I know I came across another interview with Travis Barker. He does the same stuff. Super glue his hands for drumming and shit like that.
I've had super glue all over my head, but this was like impromptu in the hotel room, and it was a pretty nasty. Like I've had my head split open.
Right.
That stuff really works.
2 dozen times at least, and
does he do model trains too?
Probably could.
On the side.
I've got one at home. It's kind of fucked up.
Or did he just huff the glue?
Yeah. But no, so he's put me back together literally on the side.
On the spot.
So
that's
cool,
what's up. I mean, you need those kind of friends, right? That could to be
Thank
really good
God.
friends and pick you up when you need
You
the
need
most.
friends that can glue your head together. You need friends that can pick you up from a pile of your own vomit. You need a whole gamut. That's why I'm in the band.
Right.
That's
We're
kind of
all
the only
friends
reason I'm in the band. Yeah.
You need friends that don't glue vomit to you, actually.
Right.
I don't clean up vomit, but I'll pick you up.
No, there you go.
See, that's a friendly thing.
So, out of curiosity, now with the band, you've been with them for 5 years. You did your own band. Obviously, you have found much success in your wrestling career. You're with AEW now. How does that affect the band? Because, I mean, I see you on Dark Elevation. I see you on obviously, Dynamite, Rampage, I believe. I mean, you're on everything. So, how do you find time for the band? And how do you guys not fucking get jealous of him not giving you guys time?
No, so, I mean, I'm the type of guy, I like to spin a lot of plates. You know, I'm always... When I'm not wrestling, I'm concentrating on gutter candy. When I'm not concentrating on gutter candy, I'm concentrating on American Rebel cigars. When
he's trying to concentrate, motherfucker.
When I'm not concentrating, when I'm not answering a question, I'm listening to Balls, my drummer, talk over me. But no, so I'm kind of one of the guys. As much as I like my downtime, I really don't like to have downtime because I'm always thinking about something and doing something, going on to the next project. What's not going on in wrestling? What's happening with gutter candy? What's happening with American Rebel cigars?
Right.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, I'm just the type that I like to stay busy, and I've been a pro wrestler almost 25 years, and I've worked very hard to get where I am, and I like to use the following that I've been so lucky to get from pro wrestling to now introduce them to another creative outlet of mine, which is gutter candy, which is something I'm just as passionate about as I am pro wrestling, and and let the world see how talented these guys are, because I swear to God, they're the most talented dudes I've ever played music with. All of them have made me a better musician. I'm a better musician now than I was 5 years ago, certainly, and a better musician now than I was 6 months ago, just by playing with these guys. And I want the world to see these guys, because I really believe in what we're doing. I mean, I wouldn't put shit out there if I didn't want people to hear it and listen to it and see it. I believe in this, and I want the world to see it. And we're really now kind of kicking that door open. That whiskey gig really got us, some even more doors opening. The Jericho Cruise, I think, is going to really blow us up, and I'm as passionate about this as I am about being a professional wrestler.
So, Jersey, let me ask you. I mean, how did you feel when obviously you have an opportunity to add Frankie to the band, but obviously he has his own successes? I mean, did you feel that time-wise, especially, obviously, because he's got his wrestling schedule and stuff, do you think that he was going to be a good fit for the band as far as being able to give enough time to the band or dedication?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, you had reservations or
no?
You just kind of knew he was going to fit in.
I knew he was going to fit in because I know he digs a lot of the same music that I dig, Sunset Strip metal, that type of thing.
Yeah, for sure.
We needed a bass player, and he's the only guy we knew. I'm just kidding.
That's it. Yeah.
You weren't the only consideration.
I got in by default. Yeah.
Well, he was the only one with the car.
I'm the only bass player in the high desert.
But an important aspect of Gutter Candy is being able to entertain people on stage. So that made made me very interested in Frankie, because he's a lifetime entertainer. The guy's been on tour wrestling forever and a day. So I knew he could bring it on stage. And we were just excited. I was excited to work with him. And it doesn't help that, or hinder in any way, that he has ties to the entertainment business, to pro wrestling.
Well, I would assume
I've been a lifelong pro wrestling fan myself, so I figured I'd get some autographs or something.
Still hasn't happened. Damn! I've never given him an autograph.
Right here.
In fact, I demand he doesn't make eye contact with me.
He's got a lot of weird things in his life.
Along with the brown M&Ms, right? Outside.
I signed a contract with him early on. Yeah. This relationship is strictly professional. Yeah.
Right.
I don't even know his real first name.
I will say, as a fan, I became a Frankie Kazarian fan, SCU fan first. I got to know of Gutter Candy through Frankie Kazarian, because I didn't say, I noticed that you started playing, and then seeing the Cruise playing with other people, I was like, holy shit, this dude's a bass player and he's good. And I'm like, holy fuck, that's awesome. Got to see you guys out there, and then obviously the whiskey shows, like, holy fuck, like.
Oh yeah, it's like when I watch back some of that footage from the whiskey, I see Frankie up there, and he looks like a rock star, man. I don't even see him as a pro wrestler. It's that transition that's been exciting to watch.
It's the two go hand in hand, man. Like Jericho would tell you the same thing. It's performing.
Right.
It's like rock. There was a reason the rock and wrestling connection was a thing in the '80s, because it just the two were so synonymous with each other.
I mean, I obviously, me being an old fucking man and shit, but it's like when I would be back in the day, I was into WWF, and there was always that rock and roll or that even metal aspect to it. You know what I mean? So it's like, there's definitely a connection between
pro wrestling blended everything I loved when I was a kid. It was action movies, it was comic books, it was cartoons, and it was loud guitars. Right. I mean, one of my first favorite wrestlers was the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh yeah,
and a lot of that was because his presentation. He looked like a comic book character, a cartoon character. Right. He came out to what I knew then as heavy metal music. He painted his face. He looked like the guys I saw in fucking Dio videos, So it was just, it naturally drew me in.
The very loud pastel colors and all that stuff back then.
It's all kind of falls under that entertainment umbrella, that we're all trying to strive for.
And storytelling.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the best rock music is telling a story.
For sure.
So is wrestling. Sometimes. I don't know about nowadays.
It should be.
It should be.
Right. Used to be, yeah.
Used to be.
I mean, any kind of storytelling, be on video or especially with music or with performing arts. I mean, once you can captivate an audience and you can entertain, and I didn't really understand what that was, and I've been doing nightclub stuff for a long time and booking bands and putting themes together, and throughout the years, I get people who pull me to the side like, hey man, thanks, like blah blah blah. I'm like, well, we get into conversation. Thanks about what? Like, oh, I love what this was. It got to take me out of whatever it is that I was doing for a moment and just escape. So now, like, shit, it makes a little bit more sense of, like, people give you time, dedication, money, whatever it is that they have to be taken out of whatever fucking stupid shit that is weighing them down, whatever the fuck it is, just for a brief moment.
Mental healing.
Yeah, just a little bit, man, and it's entertaining.
Yeah, how much wrestlers have meant to people, how much artists have meant to people musically, and to be able to, they do one of the most important jobs and be able to, I don't want to use the word mentally, but heal people, from the problems they're having, escape from those problems, and just fall into another world, and that's a beautiful thing.
You said you both used the word escape, and I can't tell you how many wrestling fans who have come up to me and said, like, hey, I'm going through this, and watching AEW or watching ROH or TNA, whatever promotion I've been a part of, that helps me escape. Or the same, hey, listening to Gutter Candy helps me escape, and like that, truly to me is truly humbling, because if I can be a part of somebody, setting their worries aside, be it financial, be it family, be it health or whatever, if I can be a part of somebody escaping, that means a lot to me, because I've been that person that needs that escape before, so I can totally relate to that. So that's about the deepest this podcast is probably going to get.
I mean, we're all kind of on a pause.
Sorry, guys.
Right
I think Balls fell asleep right now. You all right, Balls? He's like a bunch
Balls
of fucking
Balls
pussies.
is flipping me off. He's been kicking me underneath the table. Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So you guys are now doing this Jericho Cruise event, right? Or this show, right? These shows, I guess you could say.
Right.
How did that come about, I guess you could say? I mean, obviously, you guys just played recently at the Whiskey, but, I mean, how did that fall in your lap, I guess you could say? I mean, obviously, there's talent involved. But
So I've been on every one of these Jericho Cruises, and I've wrestled, and I've played musically. I performed on every one of them. The first one I performed with the Young Bucks' father is a musician, and I played in his band, jumped on stage with him and did a bunch of songs. The first one. The second one, I jumped on stage with his band, Rubik's Cube, and did some songs with them, and this last band, I did some songs with Rubik's Cube and a couple I jumped on stage with Marco Stunt. Right. And it kind of, once I saw what it was, I was like, wow, this is the perfect vehicle for Gutter Candy.
Right.
And so it was kind of one of those things I kind of would mention it to Jericho, and he's like, yeah, you guys would probably be great. And it was one of those things that took time. And after this last one, and I did a lot more performing, and he kind of hit me up after, and he goes, hey, I think Gutter Candy would be great. After seeing you up there with the bands, I think Gutter Candy would be great. Send me some stuff. So I sent him some stuff, and he's like, yeah, you guys are in. You're in.
Right.
And so that cruise was booked. That cruise was originally booked. That was supposed to be this February. So we were all dialed in to try to get ready for this, and then obviously they kind of pushed it to next year because of, we were still coming off the back end of the pandemic, which I guess we still technically are. So that's how it happened. It was a natural fit. Everyone's like, well, why isn't Gutter Candy on this? A lot of the fans were asking about that. And I was like, well, we're working on it. And now it's a reality. And it's going to be cool. One of the things that Jericho told me after the Whiskey gig, he said, you guys rock. He said, you're going to go over big on the cruise. And I really think we are. I think we're really going to, just really jolt that fan base, and they're really going to enjoy what Gutter Candy does,
I mean, I would say the beauty of it is that he actually heard the music and he thought, you know what, these guys will be a great add-on. So, I mean, that goes to show the caliber of the merit for what you guys are doing, for sure.
I will say, showing up, I've been to 2 of the cruises, the second and the third one. I showed up early both days, so you can actually the first time to see them build the entire stage, the ring, and I will say
I saw you getting carted off in handcuffs. What was that?
I got a little too close to the ring when they said, I did steal this from the first one that I went.
I was wondering how you have an AEW ring skirt.
TNT. Yeah, that was from...
you stole it?
Yeah.
Good on you, man.
This guy.
What a pro.
Fuck, man. They don't, legitimate for as far as production-wise, they throw fucking down on these cruise productions. So shout out to 6 Man out there.
6 Man is great, man. They are top-notch, man.
I'm talking about beautiful RCF speakers, line arrays in every single room, and I'm talking about the main stage is fucking beefed the fuck up. The secondary middle stage is beefed up. The little independent stage next to the fucking casino is beefed up. All the club series, that shit is fucking speakers upon speakers.
Instruments are in great shape. Awesome. I played a great Fender P bass. Everything. Yeah, 6 Man is awesome.
Really good. So, I mean, if you guys have never been on one, you guys need to go on vacation with Gutter Candy. You guys can go drink the fuck up on that fucking boat.
Just think about that.
You can go on vacation with
Balls. On a cruise Crews with balls.
What's up?
I'm
That
predicting.
right that's the selling point right there. That is the fucking selling point.
I'm predicting right now that on the cruise, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to befriend our drummer Balls.
Right.
And he is going to have his own fan base that's going to probably be bigger than mine after the cruise is over.
There you
because
go.
this guy can party out.
Balls
To the wall.
You know, you guys should have your own like package, the cruise on these balls. You know what I mean? Package and shit. The gutter candy cruise on these balls package.
Well, I heard there's going to be an exclusive meet and greet for balls.
Yeah.
On
Just
the
balls. Yeah.
The meat and a greet.
Meet these balls, yeah.
Meet and greet with balls.
Our guitarist disappeared too. I hope he comes back.
He went to go touch his balls right now.
Our performance will be pretty shitty without him. You know?
Maybe he had too much tequila with me.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, since you were forcing everybody to do tequila for the
Didn't force anybody.
first 4 hours.
Mario, you've got some amazing air freshener in your restroom. It's called Blue Odyssey. Man, I'll tell you
Good
what.
shit right there, man.
I think
Good shit.
Jakey's in there experiencing the Odyssey.
Hey, here he comes. Hey, all right, he's back.
Welcome back to the interview.
Everything. Hey, how's it going?
So let me get into the
Oh, it
music.
came
So
out
how many
right.
recordings do you guys actually have?
So we have a 6 songs EP that originally
Currently.
came out, and then we have a string of singles that followed. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 4 singles out.
So are you guys working on anything new, or that this is kind of where your guys are at?
So we were working. We were in the studio place in Los Angeles a couple months ago, and we laid down about 8 tracks.
Yeah,
something
9
like
tracks.
That's a good amount of songs.
So we're gonna come with a proper full-length album this
It took
time.
us like 2 hours to do that too.
Yeah. Well, it took me 2 hours.
I mean, back in the day, for sure, it had to take 2 hours, but not nowadays.
2 days.
Balls, man. Ball comes in right at the right time with the right things to say. Good job, Balls.
Yeah, we locked out the studio for 2 weeks. Balls comes in, nails it in 2 fucking hours.
He's a professional. What the fuck? I mean,
He's a beast.
you don't call him Balls for nothing.
yeah.
right.
We got a lot of cool stuff. A lot of the songs that we performed at the Whiskey are a product of what we recorded, and a lot of stuff that we're gonna hopefully release. Hopefully, we're looking at this fall.
Yeah,
maybe late
looking
this
at the
fall
fall, in
before
front of the cruise.
Yeah, get just to kind of wet everybody's whistle for the cruise, and
I'm all about whistle wet.
he's also he's all
That's right.
he's all about wetting anything.
That's going to be a
Yeah.
package on the cruise, the whistle wet.
The West.
There you go. You got your balls package and your whistle wetting package.
Just get the wristband, guys. The wristband covers everything.
All-inclusive balls.
As far as tonight's performance, are we getting all originals?
We're actually going to do a reggae performance tonight.
Wow. Yeah.
We're doing
Exclusive, guys.
a reggae polka kind of hybrid.
And
stuff.
then I'm
We're
going to
just-
step in with a Cher tribute.
Yeah, great.
Thong
I'm
included,
gonna
or
watch.
what?
Song included.
All right.
Balls has it on backwards right now. I can see it already.
Yeah,
You want to give a real answer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's going to be quite a few tracks from what we recorded in the studio, which will encompass the next album. It's going to be called, and that's perfect what you just did. The album's going to be called Big Loud Noise.
Damn, hit it again, bro.
Hit it again.
Exclusive. You heard it.
Exclusive.
The first song we're going to jump
Loud
off with, it
Noise.
will be the title track, Big Loud Noise.
Right on.
And then it's downhill
gonna
from
go
there.
from
Oh, downhill.
We're going to start slow and taper off from there. Yeah.
Where should we be following you guys? Where can we listen to the music? Where can we buy it? Where do we find out where you guys are playing next? And are you guys playing next?
You
anywhere?
already do follow us. That's why we have the restraining order.
I know.
He's a fucking creeper.
following
He's a
us.
fucking creeper.
Hey, how do you think I got him here?
I know. Jersey, hit him with all that.
So you can,
411.
we're going to be relaunching our website, www.guttercandyrules.com. It's currently been hijacked by Russians.
Fucking
So I'm in the
guys,
process
man.
of buying
Russians,
it back.
bro. What the fuck?
So be on the lookout towards the end of the week. It's going to be a brand new website. You can find us on social media at anything where there's an @ sign and the Gutter Candy right after it.
Right on.
At Gutter Candy, Twitter, Grinder,
yeah.
Yeah,
Only
we're
dudes.
Grindr, yeah.
Instagram,
Rich.
TikTok.
Right on.
You say
All
Master
kinds.
Crabs?
Napster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What the
Napster.
fuck, dude?
And you can listen to us digitally.
Ooh.
Can I
Yes,
say that?
digitally.
You think you threw an extra syllable in that? Yeah.
Yeah, there's too many digitals. Yeah.
There's
You
the
can
long
find us on
syllable.
all major providers of digital music: iTunes, Spotify, Grinder.
Stop saying that. That's not a thing.
Well, maybe you can find your own
Plenty of
grinder.
fish.
Lord.
Oh, wow.
Why not? Why
is
not?
that still
listen,
a thing?
Listen, gay
I don't
people
know.
need music too. You know what I
I know
mean?
that's
So
what
why
I'm
not?
saying, man.
It is
Singlefarmers.com.
Pride Month. It is
Yeah.
Pride Month. Listen. We gotta
Buy and ready
Happy
to
Pride,
fly,
Zach.
man.
right.
ChristianSingles.com. Our songs are
Also-
on there. There's a song called we play called "God Don't Like Me
J-Day.
Very Much."
I'm
It's
pretty
big
sure-
on Christian singles.
I can see why. I can
It's the
see why.
number one
Christian
played.
Mingles.
It's the number one played song on Christian singles. I guess.
I tell you where else this is going to be played. This is going to be played here on Pigz Radio
That's right.
live. And not only that, on our also affiliate station with the local music experience.
That's right. We forgot the
I mean,
promo
how can you
push.
forget?
Yes.
I mean, you could download the app, but Local Music Experience is a 24-hour radio experience for all the local bands that come through. So shout out to Ray. Hashtag fuck you, Ray. We love you.
Hashtag Ray's already fucked up. He's been
Fuck
fucked
you,
up
Ray.
since Monday or
Fuck
something
you,
like that.
Ray.
Fucking Ray.
Fuck you,
Fuck you,
buddy.
Ray.
Ray.
God damn you, Ray.
But
We
you
read
wanna-
a song called "Fuck You, Ray."
Fuck you, Ray.
Fuck you, Ray. Oh, do you have a song? Or are you going to write a
I
song?
said, "Can we write a song?"
Fuck
called
yeah.
You,
Why
Ray?
not?
Yeah.
Listen, the Lemonheads have a song called "It's a Shame About Ray." Why not write one called "Fuck You, Ray"?
Fuck
right?
you, Ray. Love it. That's gonna be our fucking new theme song going into fucking Ray's fucking fuck you Fridays and shit. So there we go.
Sorry, Reverend.
Fuck yeah.
We were actually going to drop a vinyl album on this next release.
Oh, right on.
Maybe even if you're lucky fans, a cassette tape.
Oh,
Because we're actually all about
cassette tapes.
making it in the music industry the way it was back in the 80s and 90s. We're really not interested in making it in the music industry the way it is today.
Yeah,
It's
for
really
sure.
boring. But so we're trying to time travel back to a time
Well,
where there's
people
a
are
lot
like
of money
eating
in the
that
music
stuff
industry.
up. You know what I mean? It's like people are like
Oh, you're
obviously
such a
buying
dick.
still vinyl records.
Oh yeah, vinyl's
But
big.
cassette tape is kind of
Cassettes
one of
are
those,
coming
yeah.
back.
Yeah, for sure. It's
Yeah.
a media that people are starting to re-get back into, which is weird. Because who has cassette players now?
People
do.
are out there buying. I mean, we
Really?
know you
You still
ball.
do,
Dusty
yeah.
Actually, you know what? I take it
Balls
back. I
has
have
one.
one. I actually have one still in a little like bookshelf radio.
Yeah, I have a record
you know?
player that plays cassettes also.
Still?
So, yeah.
Damn.
Only fast forward, no rewind.
Yeah, like mine plays.
Yeah.
It would play forwards, and then it would like when the cassette would end, it actually plays backward. I mean, plays it
The other side.
opposite side.
The
You don't
other
have to
side,
flip
yeah.
on the
Oh, it
cassette.
flips it automatically.
But the only thing is, mine is so old. Is the forward like play stopped working, so I have to put the cassette in. It plays it back, I guess.
to
you
put
could
it in
say. Just-
backwards.
It only does the
Play it
B side
backwards.
or whatever the fuck
Again
the
with
cassette
your
is.
fucking math.
I
This
know,
guy
it's
does
so
fucking
stupid.
Steiner
It's so
math,
stupid.
bro.
It's like,
Fuck.
listen, but listen, if I got a gutter mouth, I mean a gutter candy.
You do have a gutter mouth too.
Yeah, listen, outside of here, I definitely have a gutter mouth. But if I had a gutter candy cassette, I would at least be able to play it, but I got to
There
put
we
it
go.
backwards.
Well, I'll tell you, if you flip the tape over, it'll play the other side.
That's what I'm going to have to
That's
do for
logic.
sure.
Hey, right there.
logic.
Balls knows
It's
a thing or
logical.
two.
It's totally logical.
Hey,
Or
Ball, I
just
think
listen all
science.
the way through to the first side, and then you can listen to the second side.
There you go.
So you're almost forced into it.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Listen to side B first.
Side B is gonna be better.
Yeah.
Do you
That's
remember?
what it stands for. Side better.
Side better.
Yeah, what does the A stand for?
Awful.
There we go.
you
Gutter
go.
Candy,
And on
thank
that
you
note-
so much for hanging out with the
Yes.
fucking pigs.
Thank you guys.
You guys are
We love
fellow
Pigz
pigs,
Radio.
and
I
we
love
fucking
pigs.
love you
Thank you,
guys.
gentlemen.
We're
Pigs,
official
pigs.
pigs now.
Oh yeah, you sure are.
Gutter pigs. Cool.
Gutter pigs.
No,
Ooh.
thank you guys. This was a lot of fun, man. This was literally right up our alley.
Are we gonna
cool,
play
man.
some songs now?
Hell yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
please.
shit.
Yes.
Oink oink.
Gutter
Oink,
pigs.
oink,
I
oink.
want to hear that drum kit. I want to hear that drum
We
kit.
want to hear some tequila pouring.
Thank you,
yeah.
Chris.
That also.
Thank you, Chris Jericho, for playing with us at the whiskey, and please don't
let me
sue us
try to-
for
yeah.
putting that
Yeah,
up
you
there.
got anybody need a shout out?
Even in the dressing room.
I want to say hi to my daughter and my wife at home.
Oh, good lord.
How's it
Don't-
going?
Only play this part of the interview.
I hope you weren't listening to any of the other stuff
Yes,
before
yeah,
this.
that-
I hope they're tuning
it's
in
not
just
real.
now.
Sorry, I just saw those questions we neglected, but well, you're shit out of luck.
The answer is yes to all of them.
Yes.
Shout out to
Definitely
everyone
not.
who's been hanging out with us online. We're about to check out some awesome exclusive fucking tracks and fucking how big balls and all the big dick energy happening right now, and apparently some tequila shots about to be poured right now too. So,
Look,
here-
Jakey's been quiet because he's waiting for more booze.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it to him too.
Oh man.
Here you go,
Here
Pigz
it
Radio,
Ooh, there's your booze.
Oh.
Don't ask me what you know is true.
two worlds colliding, and they could never tear us apart. Where we can lay 1,000 years, but if I hurt you, I'll make wine from your tears. I'm told if we could fly, 'cause we all have wings, but some of us don't know why. I was standing, you were there, two worlds colliding, and they could never, ever tear us apart. I was standing, you were there, two worlds colliding, and they could never tear us apart. 'Cause I was standing, you were there, two worlds colliding, and they could never tear us apart. You were standing, I was there, two worlds colliding, and they could never, ever tear us apart.
Wednesday night, and you know what that means.
Gets away from Hayward.
And right in the sternum of frankiekazarian.
Standing on the street, they're all looking for a fight. We're gonna throw down like a king in it for tonight. Don't need no automatic corrals, it's a settle the snow. You're gonna get a great kick in the face before you hit the floor. If you wanna be number one, then you can't be number two. Do what you gotta do to make all your dreams come true. You gotta strive, no mercy. Strive, no mercy. But keep on daily, humiliated left and right. You gotta learn the way of the fist to be ready to fight. You better sweep the league if you wanna survive. Get overboard and when you ain't walking out of here alive. Mercy's for the weak, so spare no man. Fear doesn't exist if it don't you understand? You gotta strive, no mercy. Strive, no mercy. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. No mercy. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. No mercy. Strike first, strike hard.
Oh, okay, that got out of nowhere. Fucking Pigz Radio Guttermouth. Let's see, we're getting shit fucking popped off in here. Let's switch cameras.
Yeah, he keeps yeah.
I mean, sorry, I'm high as fuck right now. Gutter candy. Sorry, my bad. I am fucking doing all kinds of fucking random shit. You know what? Shout out to Zach. Couldn't be here today. Didn't feel good. He normally helps us out with the camera. We wish you well, sir. I think he has herpes. I know it's Pride, and I don't know. What
he's got a cold sore that he just doesn't want anybody to see. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's really bad. We're getting set up. Let's see. We got imaging on that second number 2. Oh yeah, right there. Crotch shot. Yeah.
What's up, honey? This is Vampire Mermaid out there somewhere in Chicago, eating some Giordano's pizza, probably.
You're there. Can you hear their mics?
Check.
Check. 1, 2.
Yeah, they're on.
We're all pigs.
Do you brought you out there?
Yeah, you. Let's hear that squeal.
So what's the first track we're going to be listening to?
Big Loud Noise, a title track from the upcoming album by Gutter Candy.
Gutter Candy.
About Big Noise, I think you said this was a little bit newer, right? This was throughout the pandemic.
This is brand new Gutter Candy. This will be coming out in the fall, but you're going to get it exclusively on Pigz Radio. Let's hear that squeal.
That's a good one.
Totally.
Right before we get into it, can you tell us a little bit of
one good squealer in the band? There's a squeal.
That's a better squeal.
That's a good squeal there. Jakey solo. Jakey
Pig squeal.
Can you tell us a little bit about the song, just so I can be in the right set of mind?
The right set of mind. You know what I can tell you is a little scientific fact, right, Frankie?
You can.
You know that
we are, despite how we look, we are all
scientists.
licensed and registered scientists.
Trained. Do you know that 60% of people that drink beer are more likely to put out on the first date? Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Frankie drinks Jack Daniels. He's 100% more likely to put out on the first date.
Somebody's getting late tonight.
No shame.
I trust the science.
You got any more scientific facts?
It's a scientific fact that a man's facial hair grows quicker as he anticipates sexual intercourse.
Oh, really?
And looking around here,
no wonder Mario
totally clean shaven because there's no anticipation of
Ours
sexual
went the other way.
intercourse.
Absolutely
with anybody
not.
in this room here tonight.
Probably a good
It's a
thing.
dry house. It's a dry house.
It went in reverse, like Benjamin Button.
I don't know. Balls has made love to a
It goes
bottle
from
of
your
tequila,
beard
so-
to your ass.
And one more scientific fact, that 10% of people that have actually had sex at the workplace, I'm talking about blowjobs by the water cooler banging on the desk.
It's true. I read that in Time magazine.
That's right. It was in Time. That's where I got it from. And another scientific fact that Sin Balls is not one of those 10% that have had sex at the workplace because he's never had a real job in his life, ladies and gentlemen.
This is
Damn proud of it. That's right. All right, Mario, we ready to go?
I don't have any guitar.
Ready.
Now I've got guitar.
There you go. All right. All right, gentlemen, what are we going to start with?
Going with a little big loud noise whenever you're ready back there, balls.
Big loud noise. What you gonna do for the boys? Big loud noise. We're here to search and destroy. Big loud noise. What you gonna do for the boys? Big loud noise. We're here to search and destroy. Our sound is big and mean. Our voltage volume thing. Looking for guitar fight. Often dangerous in the night. From a very volume bomb. Right on, you're for long. Rock and roll ain't humane. So get the fuck out of our lane. Big loud noise. What you gonna do for the boys? Big loud noise. We're here to search and destroy. Big loud noise. What you gonna do for the boys? I got a big loud noise. We're here to search and destroy. It's terrors and destroyers in these blood red star yards. We'll pummel the population for total musical devastation. Instead of songs, we're trash, and then we never last. When our amplifiers are large, and we're the ones in charge. Big loud noise. What you gonna do for the boys? Big loud noise. We're here to search and destroy. Big loud noise. What you gonna do for the boys? Big loud noise. We're here to search and destroy. Big loud noise. What you gonna do for the boys? Big loud noise. Battery operated. Come together. Come together. Ooh. Come together. Come together.
This next song we love to do for you out there in internet land. So something about the pandemic.
Internet land.
I was a recluse all through the pandemic, Frankie.
You were. I didn't see you for 11 months.
11 months, 2 days, and 6 hours, and
he
37 minutes.
He grew that blonde hair during the pandemic. It was real weird.
I grew it during the break, man.
He did. He grew that. He grew that when we got here. Yeah.
Does the
finally got
carpet
tired
match
of
the
being
drapes?
by myself, and I thought, I need something to energize myself. I need a song. I need an anthem. I need to get together with some people for some motherfucking super spreaders, right?
Yes, we do. That's what we are.
So this song is called Super Spreader. It's going to be hotter than the hydrogen bomb, storming the nation. Here we go.
Super spreader, super spreader, super spreader. The Yankee balls are all gone. Now it's time to rock this song. Gonna tear down the walls and riot in the halls. Gonna make a big loud noise. I got some real expensive toys. Gonna shoot my virus about ready to explode. Let's all get together for super spreader, super spreader, super spreader, super spreader. Pandemic emasculation, on a permanent vacation. Gonna spread it across the land, gonna make you understand. Ain't nothing gonna kill my high. I'd rather kiss the world goodbye. Let's party and get off there. Octane and the thrills. Let's all get together for super spreader, super spreader, super spreader, for super spreader. Yeah, 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 yeah. Debauchery, chant down all the powers that be. There ain't nothing better than a super spreader, super spreader, super spreader, super spreader, and a super spreader, super spreader, super spreader, and a super spreader. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to do a little something right now called the Sex, Drugs, and Rock and Roll Survey. Since there's no audience here other than Pigz Radio crew, you're going to take the survey with us. How many people here tonight for sex? Put your hands up. Frankie, you here for sex?
Whoa.
Okay.
If anybody raises their hand, we're in trouble.
That's a bad call on this one.
I'll clap some cheeks. I'll clap some cheeks.
Maybe later. How many people here tonight for drugs, ladies and gentlemen?
I think everybody's raising their hand in the room.
I think everybody's.
The only reason Balls isn't raising his hand is because he's tussling his own hair. So
that's the only reason anybody showed up to this.
Yeah.
But what I really want to know, ladies and gentlemen, how many people here tonight for motherfucking rock and roll? Yeah.
Nice. Sock out.
Let's get ready to party at your own risk. What do you say, balls?
Wait, I need to. So I got all bass and nothing else. I can't hear anything.
We need a little guitar and the monitors to get
What's
this
wrong with
party
that?
going.
Say it like it's a bad thing.
I didn't mean it as a bad thing. Hold on, what do you need in your ears? I need to drop the bass a little bit and raise the guitar because I can't hear anything else. I couldn't even hear the vocals.
Drop the bass, raise the guitar. Try now.
Yeah, can I hear
Check. Can you hear the vocal?
Bring the guitar down just a little bit now. All right, yeah.
1, 1, 2.
Everybody else good?
Yes.
Let's get to it.
Yeah.
Let's rock out with our chalk
Party at your own risk. Take a ball grip, don't be a little bitch. Eat ball and I'm gonna pop it. That's all like a little rocket now. Buy the ticket, get ready to ride. That's right. Don't just rage against the light. Jog on 20 beers, get down with me tonight. Party at your own risk. Put the volume and read your biz. Champagne, 4 ounce cup of bull. Like a bodies, hot all on the floor tonight. Buy the ticket, get ready to ride. Don't just rage against the light. Shotgun 20 beers. Get down with me tonight. Look out! Woo! All you sexy Sunset Strip bitches, headbangers, spandex ballers, let's get this party started. Let's go! Sanchez, party at your own risk. Take the crack hit, don't be a little bitch. Sex, drugs, it's a rock and roll. Little shit to wheel it for that's right. Take a chance, there's a party in my face. And everybody's coming tonight. Don't just rage against the light. Jog on 20 beers. Get down with me tonight. Science, party at your own risk. 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 At your own risk, pocket. There I was completely wasted, out of luck and down. All inside is so frustrated as I drift from down to down. None of my days. If I live or die, so I might as well begin to put some action in my life. Breaking the law, 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 breaking the law. So much for a golden future, I can't even stop. Let it rip from this brokenness and you did you find yourself doing the same thing too, you know? Breaking the law, 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 law, law. Breaking the law, 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 law. Here's a new song called Shut Up and Burn. Everybody got a soul that's so cheap. Wish you well, the water ain't deep. Rock your dime and pray for a liar. City gives no alibi. While bicycle is weak. Maybe you're right, kind of free. In this life to feed on done. Shut up and burn. It's your turn. Shut up and burn. It's your turn. Violence laid on your grave. 6 feet under, you're still the same. Strangled by an illusion, unmessed up on confusion. Fresh flesh in the Michael. Bands hanging from the barbed wire. There's only one lesson you must learn. Why don't you shut up and burn? It's your turn. Shut up and burn. It's your turn. The world is getting dark, like rainbows in the park. Remember what the watchman said. 3 bullets to the head. Looking for the exit door. Splash the ground till there ain't no more. That's concrete and will make you young. To shut up and burn. It's your turn. Shut up and burn. It's your turn. Inner city crime is running wild. Demons among the defiled. And in the flames of fear, the media's talking in your ear. Consume my self-doubt. There's no way out. Wow, and I'm all red like a dawn. So shut up and burn. It's your turn. Shut up and burn. It's your turn. Right up. Everybody's a winner, everybody's a sinner on the midway tonight. Bring me all of mankind and immerse them in the ocean of my misery. It's your turn, it his turn, and their turn, and her turn to shut up and burn.
Ha 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 ha. Burn, 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 burn.
Get away from that brimstone. You'll be begging your mama to take you home. And that bitch if she wanna fight. Opioid junkies in the cellular lights. To the waistline you must pray. There's a sucker born every day. The only death you must own. Shut up and burn. It's your turn. 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 Shut up and shut up and shut up and shut up and burn. It's your turn.
Right. Oh, some new gutter candy. If you didn't worship the dark side before that song, you perhaps do now.
I know I do. I've been converted.
I've been converted.
All about it.
Citizens of planet Earth, prepare for the future of rock music. Tonight's performance is being done solely in the interest of education and science. Do not attempt this at home. We interrupt the following program to bring to you the band that 1987 forgot, Gutter Candy. And when these amplifiers hit 188 decibels of volume and sound, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna hear some serious shit. The channels of music culture are controlled. Do not step out of line.
If you don't stop talking, I'm gonna overdose on sleep. Hookah smoking hottie in a burger movie. Take your mama to bring me a beer. Yeah, your mama do. Put it right here. Yeah, put it right here. Cats fear me when I walk by, yes. I bet your pussy, you don't even have to ask. Take your sister back, she's got nothing to feel. Let you rest up there, put it right here. Yeah, put it right here. For some strange love, you must on my face. Yeah. Hook it up on Pigz. It shall be a day. That's right. Till you get it there, I'm not queer. You got it really right. Put it right here. Yeah, put it right here. I'm that wild animal you were born not to feed. Yeah. I whisper now the things into your ear. So slide on over it. Put it right here. Yeah, put it right here. 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 You put it right here.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck to the fuck yeah. Oh yeah.
Mara's gonna put it.
Where
right
should we put
here. He's gonna put the camera right here, apparently.
You want one more?
Hell yeah, and you can put it right here.
Right there on Pigz Radio.
Woo!
Where it deserves to be proper.
I love it. They sound
This
like
time,
Transformers
before we
now.
launch into our final song, I'd like to introduce the band.
Transforming.
On lead guitar, he's traversed the dark mysteries of time and space to land on planet Earth to melt your face. From the dark side of the fretboard, Jakey Solo. To my right, bass so low you'll feel it in your butt. Drug free, so put the crack up. He's the man of the hour. He's 1,000 watts of power. Frankie Kilowatt Kazarian. And if I could give you a meteorological forecast for our drummer, it would be cloudy with a chance of THC, ladies and gentlemen. He's dropping beats that are DOPE, cymbals on the drum. You can call them balls.
Last but not least, my man up front, he has the best stage pants. He does the best stage dance.
Always.
He's amazing like Spider-Man. He's incredible like the Hulk. Sometimes he dresses like Wonder Woman.
Oh, hold on.
The ladies call him Fred Flintstone because he makes their bedrock. Give it up for the vocal stylings of the sexy, the sleazy, the fully vaccinated, not contaminated, Jersey Dagger.
You love me, baby.
I mean, he does look
This next song
contaminated.
will
He does look
explain the
contaminated.
Better Candy Experience. It's called God Don't Like Me Very Much. I wish I was smart. I wish I was sexy. I wish I had a whole lot of money, but I just don't seem to have the miles touch. Must mean that God don't like me very much. 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 You had it twisted and strange. Oh, they're the monkeys that walk in the rain. Suffering from my kind of sadness. More and on, it's all madness. I got no game and I can't get paid. It wasn't for prostitutes, I'd never get laid. Looks like my neck, but my face up. And I got nothing but bad luck. But God don't like me very much. God don't like me very much. God don't like me very much. It's just a hunch. God don't like me very much. I wish I had fame. I wish I had fortune. Instead I am a social abortion. Ooh, I'm a loser, man. I got no life. I'm the smallest dog in a fight, and I don't care if I look like the Elephant Man. And I can't afford a spray tan. What's this life that we're all living through? Who am I? Who the fuck are you? This baby beauty's on a skin deep. And why does everybody treat me like a freak? God don't like me very much. God don't like me very much. God don't like me very much. It's just a hunch. God don't like me very much.
I wish I was.
Thank you, Regatta Candy.
Holy
I wish I was sexy.
shit.
Thank you,
Yeah.
universe.
Thank you,
Compton,
Pigz.
California.
You know
Pigz
what?
Radio.
Pigz
You know what?
rules.
I don't
What,
know.
Mario?
I don't
What,
know
Mario?
if God not liking them very much. I can't say that I like these guys very much. And you guys need to go support, download, steal, whatever it is you need to do to spread the word of Gutter Candy.
Right.
It's candy,
Spread the
it's
word.
gutter, it's everything that Pigz is
candy
all
in the
about.
gutter.
Oh, it is.
Gutter
It
Candy
is.
and the Pigs are a perfect marriage, I like to
What
That's
about
it.
pig squeal balls?
think. There it is.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow them. There's a new album coming out. You guys need to get that shit on your cassette player, your 8-track, your digital, your vinyl. Whatever it is that these guys are going to put it on, you better get that shit and rock
Get that.
out. Put your cock out.
Thank you,
Fuck
Pigz.
yeah.
Get that or ass
Thank
crack.
you, Pigz Radio. Good night.
All right. Mario's going to come over and do his little Mario sound effects.
There we
to
go.
close
See,
it out.
I gotta hit like the buttons. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, tell your mom about Pigz live every Sunday night with your up and coming amazing artists, just great guys, normally great gals that come through just to get Pigz with it. Remember, you're a fucking pig. You're disgusting when no one's looking. So you're just one of us. So you're a pig.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. On that note, Pigz out.
Bye.
And now, ladies and gentlemen.
Give me a pizza. Fuck Mario.
Hey, yo, DJ, stop the music.
What's up, Magoo?
Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Initiating shutdown sequence. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you, I'm out.
This show may cause birth defects and/or cancer. Void where prohibited in the Southern United States. Official sponsor of the Special Olympics. Not really. 2% financing available for nothing. See your official Toyota dealer for recall as penalty for not buying American. This show may cause massive amounts of marijuana consumption. This show has been a joint venture of cockballs and ass. Free salad tossing available upon request. Visit robertreese.com. Sexual relations among cousins is not incest.
Thank you.
That will conclude this evening's entertainment.